All right, let's talk about email scams so you don't become a victim. I've been using the internet since 1993, way before the invention of Google, Facebook, and Twitter. In fact, I remember calling up on the dial-up modem through my computer, hearing the old wee, 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 and then checking emails. And since then, I've seen my fair share of email scams, hoaxes, and other types of cyberspace spam. In fact, I almost fell for one of them myself, and chances are, if you haven't fallen victim to any of these scams, at least maybe you've come close. Now, our company sets up international companies and bank accounts, so we're usually one of the first ones to get alerted to one of these scams. So we get a lot of call where people want us to set up an offshore company and bank account to deposit their newly found wealth. And fortunately, we tell them they've been duped. Now, some people believe us, and some get mad at us because they want so badly to believe the scam that getting all that free money is really true. Cybercrime is a very lucrative business for internet con artists, and that's why these scams are so prevalent across the web. Thieves are out there to steal your money, and if they can't get you to directly hand over the password to your online bank account, they'll try to steal your identity or infect your computer with spyware, which in turn can be used to procure personal information to access your money. Well, there are many ways you can be duped online. You can arm yourself by learning to recognize the most common scams. So keep your guard up and always keep your eye out for something that looks suspicious. In fact, I Googled a popular airlines one day to change a flight. Apparently, the scammers had been able to sneak a toll-free number into one of the search results, and I called, and about after 45 minutes on the phone, I'd given them my flight confirmation number, which they used to pull up the flight details and read them back to me. Then at the end, they told me to go to Walgreens and buy American Express prepaid debit cards and give them the information that was written on them, and that was the only way I could pay. And that's when the alarm bells off, and I knew it was a scam, and I blew the guy's ear off. And if you appreciate this information on how you can avoid online scams, please click the like button below so YouTube will promote it. Thank you so much. And you can also click the subscribe button so that when more videos come out like this, you'll be up to date right away. So here are the common scams. Here are some email scams. Some of the earliest forms of cybercrime were email scams, which continue to this day. Here are 5 of the most common types. Number 1, and we get this quite a bit, the foreign lottery scam is one of the most common types of email scams in which you receive what looks like an official email from a foreign lottery corporation. The subject line offers a congratulatory announcement and may include the supposed amount of money you've won. Now, here are the sure signs the winnings are false. First of all, the sender is a person. If the sender is an individual, or is at least obviously not an official lottery email, then you know you've got a scam on your hands. For example, bobjones1234@gmail.com certainly is not going to be the guy to tell you that you've won several $1 million. Your name is not in the to field. If your name is not in the to section of the email, then this phishing email has likely been sent to thousands of people, all in the hopes of snagging a few gullible souls. And most likely the lottery doesn't exist. Do a simple Google search. You may find that not only the lottery is fake, but that it's a well-documented scam. Request for information. Scammer emails routinely request your full name, date of birth, street address, and telephone number. This is known as a phishing scam. That's Phishing, which is designed to get you to reveal sensitive personal information. Now, once you respond to this information, you've been hooked and may ultimately end up with a stolen identity or, even worse, a drained bank account. The best way to avoid this common email scam is to realize this one simple rule. If you did not enter the lottery, you will not win the lottery. And even if you do enter the lottery, you probably won't win. Number 2, the romance scam. Now, this common email scam is where a rich prince or princess has been exiled and has millions of dollars he or she wants to share with you. But the princess can't access the money. All she can do is wire the money to somebody outside the country. And I heard you are so trustworthy and I want to send it to you. In fact, one went so far as getting a prospective client of ours so hooked, he was ready to leave his wife and marry the princess. In fact, I asked him if he had ever spoken with the princess on the phone. No. Had he ever done a Skype or WhatsApp video chat with her? No. In fact, he said he had already sent her about $8,000 to help her with her aunt's medical bills. I said, listen to me, there is no money. There is no princess. It's a man sitting in an internet cafe in Nigeria with his buddies laughing over his shoulder. When I told him that, he screamed at me with fire coming out of his mouth that it was none of my business and she was real and that he loved her, and he slammed down the phone. In fact, some people go so far down the rabbit hole They already feel the relief they will feel with all of their bills paid and all this free money, and they just keep going more and more and more in the hole. One lady who screamed at me for setting her straight had already sent the Nigerian conman over $200,000 in $8,000 and $10,000 chunks as a release fee for her uncle's supposed inheritance. So after the lottery scam and the romance scam is number 3, the PayPal or online credit card banking scam. In fact, this one got me several years ago almost, and it was incredibly irritating. First, you may really believe there's something wrong with your PayPal account, as you'll receive an email that appears to be from PayPal with a warning message such as "Act now or your account will be deactivated. Security breach on your account." This can cause you to panic, open the email, click the link, and then log into your account. The problem is you're not really on PayPal's website, but another false website designed to look identical to PayPal. You've just given your email address and your password of your actual PayPal account to a cyber criminal who can now use this information to change your password and clean you out. They may even use this information to scam your friends and business associates. Now, here's some surefire ways to tell if an email supposedly from PayPal is nothing but a scam. The sender's email address is suspicious. Just because the sender's name is PayPal Security Center does not make it legitimate. The address such as PayPal-security-center at official.paypal.io is a dead giveaway that you're being taken for a ride. PayPal only sends emails from the address that ends in paypal.com. They don't know who you are. Whether it's PayPal or your credit card company, if you do business with them, they know your name and they will use every opportunity to use it. Any correspondence beginning with "Dear Valued Customer" is a scam. The linked URL is not legitimate. Hover your mouse over the "Click Here" or "Take Action Now" link, and if you see a strange URL that doesn't take you to paypal.com, don't click. Or the email contains a threat, and this is how so many people get hooked. I was told there was a security breach on my account, and if I didn't take action that was recommended in the email, my account would be temporarily suspended. So I clicked the link and put in my email address and almost put in my password. Thankfully, before I did it, I was tipped off. I realized what was going on. I checked the URL and didn't finish entering the password. Remember, no legitimate company will likely threaten to close your account if you ignore an email. Number 4, mystery shopper scam. The secret shopper or mystery shopper scam has several different variations, but all are designed to steal your money, your information, or both. This common work from home scam attempts to suck you in with an email featuring a subject line promising you large income simply by working as a mystery shopper. You need no experience or education. You can make up to $200 to $300 a day doing just what you love, shopping. Sounds too good to be true, right? It is indeed, and instead of being paid to shop, here are 2 ways in which you can be swindled. First of all, you have to pay up front. The money looks good, but in order to get your training materials, you must send the company money via PayPal or with a personal check. You send the money and wait for a package that never arrives. You receive a fraudulent check. This one is even worse. You provide the false company your address and you're sent a fraudulent check in the mail as your first payment. However, you're requested to send some of the money back to cover your study materials. You cash the check, wire the requested amount of money, and then you discover that the check you deposited bounced. You're responsible for the $1,000 or more worth of fraudulent check charges, overdraft fees, and so on. If you didn't apply for a job, you won't be offered a job. They just don't fall out of the sky. Furthermore, if you're ever asked to spend money up front for materials, you're likely getting scammed. Number 5, the Nigerian check scam. Another one of the most common email scams is the Nigerian check scam. If you're subject to this scam, you receive an email from a royal-sounding person with the name Sir Arthur von Monsoon or Barrister Frank N. Stein with a request to help recover large sums of money from an overseas bank. As a reward, you'll receive a handsome cut of the cash. Pretty nice, huh? Unfortunately, there's always a catch. It seems like a win-win situation, so you respond with your willingness to help. You're told the money will be transferred to your bank account, therefore you must provide your bank account information. Also, there are transfer fees involved, and you have to pay those as well. And once you pay a couple $100 waiting for your huge windfall, you'll receive another email stating there's been some type of holdup, and you must send more cash. And this continues until you, the unsuspecting victim, realize the money is only going one way out of your bank account. Social networking scams. Thanks to social networking sites, you can connect with friends, relatives, and even celebrities all over the world. The problem? You can also connect with a wide variety of cyber criminals who specialize in online hoaxes. Here's a short list of the common types of social networking scams. Number 6, hijacked profile scams. This happened to my sister recently. She had a Facebook page with over 1 million followers. She got a link on a message that said, "Is this a pic of you?" She clicked it, and it had her enter her username and password to log into her Facebook account again. The thief went on to steal that page from her profile, and she never got it back again. Facebook said there was nothing they could do. The quiz scam. Now, it may be in your best interest to delete all app requests and never take social networking quizzes. Turns out those "which Twilight character are you" quizzes could end up costing you a monthly charge. It starts out innocently enough. You see a quiz on one of your friends' profiles, you click on it, you enter your cell phone number as instructed, the quiz pops up, you take it and find you're more of an Alice than a Bella or a Bill than a George, and promptly post it on your profile for all your friends to see and participate in. The next month rolls around and you're shocked to learn that a $9.95 fee has been added to your cell phone bill for some dubious monthly service. Now remember that the quiz asks for your cell phone number in order to take the quiz. You were so anxious to get to the results you didn't even stop to wonder why they wanted it. Well, now you know. Number 8, the suspicious photo scam. This is one of the most common ways online con artists obtain login information or hijack your account. This is similar to the one that struck my sister. One of your friends whose accounts has been hacked posts a link on your page with a message, "OMG, is this a picture of you?" This causes you to panic and click on the link only to find yourself back on the Facebook login page. You figure it's one of those Facebook glitches and you log in again. And by doing this, again, you've just disclosed your Facebook or Twitter login information. Now some cyber criminal is out there using your profile to attempt to scam your friends. If you see a suspicious link, simply delete it and send a message via email or text message to your friend and warn them they've been hacked. Number 9, the hidden URL scam. Now, as a regular Twitter user, I always use the tiny URL to shorten my links, and plenty of legitimate business people do this to get around Twitter's character limit. However, when clicking links, it's best to err on the side of caution. When you receive a new follower on Twitter, check out their previous updates. Do they look like spam? Do they follow thousands of people, yet few followers of their own? Is their profile picture worthy of a Victoria's Secret or Maxim catalog cover? In this case, beware, clicking on their links could take you to a website where spyware or malware might be downloaded onto your computer without your knowledge. And number 10, the IRS scam. Now, my elderly mother fell for this one. A guy from India emails her. She calls back and some guy with an Indian accent said he was from the IRS and she was about to be arrested until she sent him money to pay taxes she owed.
Thank you for calling Internal Revenue Service. How can I help you?
She was getting ready to send him money until she called me and I told her she had been scammed, thank goodness. How to avoid these common scams online? Whether it's an email scam or a social networking scam, there are some dead giveaways when it comes to recognizing them before they get you. So here are 5 common ways to avoid these scams. First of all, delete unsolicited emails. One of the best ways to avoid email scams is to delete unsolicited emails. Legitimate companies will never send you pertinent information by email. Don't believe the promises of money or prizes. Any email or social networking link that promises free money or prizes should be dismissed, as these are almost always scams. Question requests for donations. Whenever there's a national disaster, con artists have a field day sending these bogus requests for donations. So instead of donating through an email or an unknown charity, give to legitimate charities such as the Red Cross. Never disclose sensitive personal information. Any person who sends you an email asking for sensitive information, such as your bank account or social security number, is up to no good. No matter what they promise you, mark the email as spam and move on. Hover before you click is another solution. Whenever you receive an unsolicited email asking you to click here, beware, even if it sounds like it is a legitimate company. The same go for social networking links that take you to what appear to be login pages. These may be, in fact, sites designed to steal your information. If you've ever fallen for any of these online scams, you're certainly not alone. Online con artists are very clever, using underhanded methods to get information and money from unsuspecting people. However, you can protect your identity and your money by arming yourself with knowledge, as well as warning your children and elderly relatives to avoid falling prey to scammers. Have you ever been a victim to an online scam? Please put your comments down below. Please click like, subscribe, and share this video with others. Thanks for watching.